What's up, everybody? Nate Sarantino here, back with another episode of the Guide Spirits podcast. And today, I'm going to talk to you about being a child of the universe. So, what do I mean by this? Basically, we are all made up of space dust. Everything is made up of atoms, and these atoms are throughout the universe. It's just like you have a void, which is just like the emptiness that is space, and then throughout there are atoms, and you are made up of a bunch of these atoms, and then you have energy that ties things together within your body. Well, the reason that you have the body that you have is from accretion, which is basically like when atoms want to coagulate into like a bigger mass, like they like you have like hydrogen and oxygen, and then they like accrete to form like different bonds or molecules. This is like how they form things like water, H2O. Well, same thing goes for your really, really complex body. Eventually, you have something like these like carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur, et cetera, like all these other little atoms. And like everything combines, and then all of a sudden you have like bones, muscle tissue, organs, all these different things that make life. And the most important thing is like your the life force that's within you, like from your, not only from your blood, but like from what we have in our like sexual energy. So with this being said, everyone has a light body that makes them up. And what I want to get to is we are all stars. Like every person is a star. Just like the sun is in the sky, and that is the star of our galaxy, or our solar system, I should say, is no different than like someone being a star or a lighthouse for someone just here on Earth. Like you see those certain people every day, and you're like, damn, every time I see them, they light up my day. Like no matter what, they always brighten up my day. And you start to realize like some people just have that lightness. Well, let me tell you why this happens. And it comes down to embracing the light, or first embracing the darkness. And when you get to a certain point, you're going to get so dark that you figure out where the light is within you. Like if you leave all the light around you away and you get rid of all of it, and you're in the darkest, coldest spot you can possibly imagine, and you feel completely naked, completely bare, you feel like you have nothing, and you're going to realize that you're a child of the universe, and that the universe is made of light, and only in the absence of light is there darkness. Well, you have to go into the darkness, and then the light within you will shine bright. And that's when you'll see who you are, what you care about, why you are the person you are, and what you want to do with your life. What do you think your purpose is? I love asking people that question. Like, what do you think, if you were put here for something, what do you think you were put here for? And then it normally comes down to what they love doing. That's somehow spreading knowledge, love, or positivity. It really is that simple. But that's not what this all is. This is about being a child of the universe. This is about being one with all the space dust, one with all the atoms, one with all the creation. Like, I believe in God. I believe something created the universe. Someone. Some figure. I don't know what more to say besides you can call us children of God, but it's the same shit, because at the end of the day, we're still going to be light bodies. We're still here to spread the light, spread knowledge, the love, wisdom, positivity. We're here to teach each other how to live longer so we can have more prosperous and purposeful lives. We want to be able to like spread our love to each other, our knowledge. Like, I really feel like knowledge is nothing without spreading it. Like, if you don't know how to apply the knowledge you have, and the best way to apply your knowledge is by teaching it to someone else. And if you can teach someone else what you know, it means you're going to learn it that much better. Because every time you teach something to someone else, you're literally like stacking more onto what you already know, because as you're teaching, you're gonna like get that concrete, but you're gonna come up with new ideas while you're discussing it with someone. And this is why I love the podcast, because I'll be thinking about this shit while I'm at the gym, while I'm just driving, while I'm doing my life, like whatever it is, and I'll be like, damn, that would make a great podcast topic. I'll write it down in my notes. I'll write the main topic, and then I'll write some notes down. I'll be like, okay, cool. So let me just like meditate on it for a bit, and then all of a sudden I'm down here in the studio and I'm talking about it, and I'm like, wow, like we really are like light, and like the whole idea is like everything is made of this light or life force. Like you have energy. And this energy is like the root of your life. Like if you run out of energy, like you die. Like literally, like if you don't eat, eventually you're gonna starve to death because you don't have enough carbohydrates. Like your body can only starving to death must be a really, really hard way to go. But moving forward, it's everything is like. The idea of being a child of the universe is like when you're helping the universe and you're spreading the light that is within you, the universe is going to reward you by giving back. And it's going to help you just as much as you're helping the universe. And by helping the people that are around you, you're going to get rewarded through good karma. And this just happens. And there's so many instances of like me personally doing things for the sake of helping people, and it might be on a limb. It might just be like I have like my intuition says do this. Like I was gonna say a hunch, but I feel like a hunch is different than like a real intuitive like reasoning. Like when you're listening to your intuition and it's telling you to do something, you gotta really tap in and be like, why is it? But not only why is it, but sometimes you just gotta have faith, and you have to have faith in people. Have faith in yourself and have faith in people. Like, understand that certain people are going to be good for you and certain people won't. And it's who brings you closer to, like, the creator of the universe. I always feel like being closer to God is a good thing. And if you're with someone and they bring you further from God, that's not good. If someone brings you closer to God, that is good. And the goal is, like, you can get as much knowledge and like use that to your benefit and help as many people as you want, but at the end of the day, if you're not connected to the source, like which is like the sun, which is actually within you, both the Atlantean priest king and Jesus Christ, Yeshua, both would call themselves the Son of Man. And I've been thinking about this for weeks now. What does this mean? And I finally figured out it's because we're children of the universe and children of God, and if we're all light and we're all stars, it means like you like the sun in our solar system is like so powerful, it gives life to everything on Earth, right? Well, if you are that like star, like, and you have that light within you, like you have that energy within you, you already know you're connected with everything. You already know like you are one with the sun. Like, that's the whole point, like, I'm trying to get across to you all. Like, you're one with everything, meaning, like, you are a piece of this universe, and the universe birthed you. Like, you're birthed by the Mother of Earth, and then from here, the Mother of Earth was birthed by the universe. And, like, you keep going down the line, and, like, what birthed the universe? Well, at some point, you get to a creator, and a lot of people call it God, and whatever God is, it is, and that's where the term "it is what it is." Like, I don't get that deep into like what God actually is. It's like a creator. Well, you can call yourself a child of God at that point. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because you're light. You're here to spread that light. You're here to spread that love. You're here to spread the life that we all want and we all wish we could have more of. If you really get down to it, being human is such a gift, especially in this age, like going into the golden age. We got like the age of Aquarius upon us now. Everything's really coming full circle, and things are getting so much better. Like the truth is really coming out. Everything's getting exposed. People are no longer being able to hide in the shadows because there are so many light workers out here now, which are people who understand that they are light, and they use the light within them to expose the truth, because the truth is one of the highest vibrations you can live at. It's like a level of authenticity to the maximum. It's like when you're at like the 963 hertz, like frequency of oneness with the universe, you're living by the truth, which is the universe is going to guide you. And if you live by this guidance, you're going to see, wow, this is meant for me. This is good for me. This isn't. You're going to start to realize, like, when you embrace the shittiest times of your life, that darkness, you're going to go head on into it, and then you're going to find your light inside of you. And you're no longer going to seek other people's light, because you're going to realize that the life force to drive you forward in life is literally inside of you. It is like that source that you have, like when your drive, like the energy, the fire in your soul, like it's eternal, like it is everything, and you got to embrace this. But first you have to embrace the darkness. That's how you actually figure out who you are, figure out what your light is, and figure out how you can become better. I don't really have much more to say about this. So with that being said, if you need one big takeaway from this, it's to embrace the darkness. And then once you really start to embrace the darkness, you're going to figure out why you truly are a light body. Because you're going to figure out that only you can save you, which means when only you saves you, you have to be that light. You have to be that life force. You have to be the person who says, I'm going to go get this, because if I don't, I lose my life. Like your life only lasts for as long as you determine it to last. If you want to live for 20 years, you can live for 20 years. If you want to live for thousands of years, like 1,048, you can live for 1,048 years. Whatever amount of time you want to live is up to your determination, and it's all manifestation, it's all energy, it's all manipulation, it's all, what do you actually want to do with your life? How much do you want to leave here? What legacy do you want to leave? And then lastly, do you even understand where you are in the grand scheme of things? How big are you? Like, are you carrying a lot of energy? That's the point I'm trying to get to. How can you really start helping people? Because if you're a child of the universe and you're a child of God, the only way to make yourself better is to help everything. And by helping yourself, you are helping everything. And that means your body, it means your mind, it means your spirit. It's the 3 points of life: physical, mental, and spiritual. It's all light. Focus on the light. I have more podcasts coming up on this. Thank you very much for listening. And this was the Guided Spirits Podcast.